Hey everyone, Nathan here from Coins and ICOs, and this is the third video I'm doing about FidentiaX. So first, let's start with summarizing what we've talked about in the last two videos. We've talked about the background of the insurance world and the size of it. If you remember, we've talked about the market potential, that it's a huge market, basically. Only in Japan, the market size is $7.7 trillion, in South Korea, in Hong Kong, and so on. So we've talked about this. This is very important because if it's a very big market, the potential of growth here is very big. And we've also talked about the problem of premiums and the problem of life insurance, that if somebody purchases life insurance and he's not able to pay the premiums, his life insurance is disabled. So that caused a problem, and that's why people started to sell their life insurance. We've talked about this website, Ovid, where you can sell your life insurance policy, because if you stop paying your premiums, you lose everything. You lose the entire insurance. But here you can sell it for 20%, let's say, of the amount that you were supposed to get, but 20% is better than nothing. And we've also talked about why it is so important to look at the size here, to look at the market potential. So if we look into CoinMarketCap here, let's take, for example, Ethereum. In Ethereum, you can actually build a platform that is based upon blockchain technology and to create a coin, a token. Now, this is a very important asset in the crypto world. That's why Ethereum's market cap is so high, and that's why everybody's using Ethereum, and because it has a great need in the market. Now, the crypto market is about $225 billion. Now, this sounds a lot, but worldwide, it's not a lot. But the insurance market is a lot bigger. So FidentiaX, as a platform, has a lot of potential of reaching a lot of users. So this is why we've talked about the size, and this is very important. Another thing we've talked about, if you remember, is the different tokens and what will be the use of those tokens in the platform. Where is it? Yeah, we've talked about the FDX, which is the main token, and the ICO, the platform unified token, which is pegged to the US dollar. We've talked about this, and the currency wrap tokens. Okay, so today there are two main things I want to talk to you about in the white paper. Okay, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the business revenue model. This means, basically, how does FidentiaX plan to create revenue? Okay, we'll talk about this. And the second thing I want to talk to you about is the FDX token utility. Where is it? Yes, the FDX token utility. Now, this is very important because in order for the token to become valuable and to make a good ROI means return of investment, it has to have a lot of utilities inside the platform. When you're looking into an ICO, in my opinion, one of the most important things you need to look into is the token that you are planning to invest in. Does it have use in the platform? And what's the capacity of that use? Because if you are investing in a certain token and it's not, the token doesn't, the users that use this platform, the token is not a significant part of the platform, so the chance of you creating a good revenue, the chance of you creating a good ROI, a good return of investment on your initial investment is lower than a different platform where the usage with the token is a lot bigger. Okay, so this is very important. We'll talk about that. So let's start with the business revenue model. Okay, so FidentiaX membership marketplace will be generating revenue via the following. First of all, membership fees. Okay, so every user or trader, we've talked about this, that traders will be able to also be a part of the platform and trade life insurances. So every user and every trader, everyone who comes and wants to join this platform and to sell or to buy an insurance policy will have to pay a membership fee. Now, the membership fee will be paid in FDX tokens. Okay, this is important. And another thing, every year, the amount paid in those tokens will be deducted from the total supply. This will create greater demand for the token and the value will increase. Another way FidentiaX is planning to create revenue is transaction fees. A lot of exchanges do this. Every trade that you do in an exchange, you pay a fee. So that's pretty common. And a portfolio builder. So if you want to sell or if you want to build a portfolio of a couple of insurances, if you're a trader, you want to build a portfolio in the system, FidentiaX will create a portfolio for you, especially for you, and you will have to pay for this service. Okay, so this is pretty cool, and that's a good. This is a good model. This is a good business model to create revenue. So I'm pretty excited about that. So let's move on to the token utilities. Okay, so the token utilities. There are three main utilities for FDX tokens issued during the crowd sale. The first utility, we've talked about this earlier, will be the membership. Okay, so FidentiaX Marketplace has, for example, has 200,000 users, and each membership is set at 20 FDX tokens per annual. A total of 4 million will be consumed that year. This is what we've talked about, that they will reduce the amount of the total supply. This will lower the amount of the supply and create greater demand, increasing the value of the token. Members auction. So they will also hold exclusive auctions for FDX token holders. This is actually an incentive for a user to buy FDX tokens. That's a smart thing. And the last thing is the exchange for platform unified tokens, the ICX token. The ICX tokens is an inner token that will be used in the platform. It's not tradable. You can't exchange it. You can't trade with it. It's an inner token that works in the platform, and it's pegged to the US dollar. So every token will be worth $1. For those of you who know Steemit, it's like Steam Dollar. Okay? So the transactions on FidentiaX platform will be conducted with a platform unified token, the ICX, for better management. And FidentiaX will hold exclusive and limited sale for FDX token holders. This will give them the opportunity to purchase ICX tokens at a discount. So this is another way to create incentive for users to buy more FDX tokens. Now, both the token utilities and the business revenue model are aiming to create the best value for the FDX tokens. Why are they doing this? That's very simple, because they sold right about now 2.5 million tokens, okay? So in dollars, it's a little bit more than $1 million. Now these tokens represent the money that FidentiaX are raising to create this platform. And the investors, me and you, that invested in this ICO will want a good ROI, a good return of investment. So what FidentiaX is doing here is very important, and it's very good for the investors, because there are certain ICOs that want to raise money to build their platform, but their main goal is not to create a token that is worth a lot. Not all the time. Sometimes just want to raise the money in order for them to create their platform. But FidentiaX is raising this money to create this platform like everyone else. But they're also trying to create a system where us as investors will have the most value in our tokens. So if we bought tokens for $10,000, the token utilities and the business revenue model are aiming to create a great ROI of 1,000% or more than that. So that's it for today. Next week I'll do another video about FidentiaX, and maybe we'll talk about a little bit more about the coin distribution and the ICO cell itself. So feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet, and you can press the like button. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment section below. This has been Nathan from Coins and ICOs. Thank you.